And how y'all doing today? I have to pull out the energy today. Malachi passed the ball off to me, so I'm gonna do it. But I don't know if I can do it as good as he can. But we'll try. So we're here today, ALWT Gaming, with it's the 9-ball and Malachi. We're here watching the Nintendo Direct. This is their first Direct of the year of 2022. Apparently, it's going to be focusing on games that are going to be launching in the first half of 2022. So I'm here. I'm excited to hear more about what Nintendo's got going on. I definitely want to see this company step up the game, get back into it, and really put some good stuff out there. 9-ball, first off, how you doing, good sir? And how do you feel today about this Nintendo Direct?
I feel good, and I'm kind of curious to see what Nintendo's been doing. With everything going on between PlayStation and Microsoft buying up all these companies, Nintendo's kind of just been quietly sitting by the wayside, just, still playing with the Legos over there, playing with the building blocks or something. I don't know. They might not have known what happened. They may be still waiting for the facts to come in yet.
I mean, I would think hopefully they'd be off the fax machine now, or at least getting off of it mostly. Have converted something. I would be asking now how Malachi 36 up there is doing, but he's currently busy with family situations going on. He will be joining us here shortly. He does just want y'all to see him and his beautiful face and his wonderful family, rubbing it into the rest of us who are on here. So, but no, yeah, he's, as you can see, he's got a Junior there who is definitely trying to get his attention. But yeah, I'm actually curious to see what they're going to announce in this Direct. Because we've got some games that people have been waiting for. Mainly the top ones I know of are Bayonetta 3, Splatoon 3. We're still waiting for launch dates for those. People are definitely waiting for more information on Hollow Knight Silk Song. Because that was supposed to come out, if I remember right, last year. But it's been delayed. And it's still on TBA.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So that one's coming. And then we're all still waiting. Metroid Prime 4. I am waiting for Metroid Prime 4. I need my Metroid Prime. You guys got to give us something. They announced it at E3 in 2017 and have been radio silent. If I remember right, they handed it off to Retro Studios, right, for it to be worked on, and we haven't heard anything.
I don't know. I have to look myself to see who handed it off to. I know they confirmed it a long time ago, and then it just, like everything else Nintendo, it kind of just appears and then disappears.
And I do know there was rumors of Metroid Prime remasters, which if they do that, I'd be very on board for that. I love my Metroid Prime. I would have to dig out my GameCube to try and play it, but if you can remaster it and put it onto the Nintendo Switch, I'll be happy about that for sure.
Definitely.
And then of course, the big thing, besides Legends of Arceus that people have been waiting for, Breath of the Wild's 2. Are we going to get more information about this? Are we going to get launch dates for this now? Even though they're stating this is only going to be for Nintendo Switch games that are launching in the first half of 2022, are they going to give us launch dates for stuff that's coming in the second half of 2022?
No, it's not all of it, though, because you look at it. I mean, I've been playing a lot, like I said, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. Wording's everything, mainly focused on Switch games. It may be a few surprises that may come up a bit later.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what we're definitely hoping for. Malachi 36, thank you for actually taking time out of your busy life schedule and being successful to join us here on the stream with ALWT Gaming on the Nintendo Direct. How you doing today? And what you feeling for this Direct?
I feel really good. I'm doing pretty good. I had a few... it's starting. So I'm going to shut up.
Tell us real quick before they start.
Breath of the Wild 2, I think we're going to see that today. Let me know if you guys can hear the audio. Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
All right, perfect. But yeah, I think Breath of the Wild 2, we're going to see that today.
Anything else?
I want to see Fire Emblem stuff. Maybe some Mario plus Rabbids.
Oh,
you may be getting it.
You may be getting it.
This is off to a great start, son. This is your future.
You must play the past. But know what's your future.
Fire Emblem Warriors! Look at that! Look at that!
You want to see some Fire Emblems, and they give it to you right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
I'm wondering if this is Fire Emblem Warriors, kind of like Hyrule Warriors.
I think it is. Yeah, no, yep, 100%.
Yep.
I was going to say, normally when they say Warriors, it is going to be that.
Is ever to part ways.
It's not too
I've never played the
This
Fire
is the
Emblem
path we
series,
must
so
walk.
I don't know
I haven't either.
much about
I
it.
have ambitions.
I
Ada,
really only know most
real
of my
ones.
stuff from Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Amen.
I used to play the mess out of Mars back in the day.
Oh
You
my
sit
God,
around
I
and
hated
wait
Mark
for a
Brothers.
miracle?
They made this. I'm going to turn it down just a
Seize
tad.
control of my fate.
That's fine. I guess on my end it is.
It says fine on, was it fine on your end too there, 9-ball?
Huh?
Was it fine on your end too, or was it too loud?
I won't make the same
I
mistake
just
you did.
put my speaker down sort of a bit there. But it's fine. It's fine now.
Okay, alright. I'll turn it
Revenge
back up
is
just a
not a
little
thing
bit.
you take for someone else.
Fire Emblem is one of their strongest RPGs,
You
so
seek
it makes
revenge
sense
to
to start off
slake your
with that.
rage and heal your wounded heart. I know you are prepared to do.
Now my question is if
whatever
it's going to
you
be
must.
multiplayer or not. Like I would very much like it to be 2 to 4 players.
I don't know what's Hyrule.
Hello everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the trailer for the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes game. We hope you'll look forward to a different story set in the same universe as Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Different story.
Okay.
Let's see the first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
No tie-ins or anything.
Doesn't seem like it.
The Orange Star Nation needs you.
Yes, Advance Wars.
We've got more intel on the Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp game. In the first campaign, Advance Wars, you'll advise a colorful cast of commanding officers and use their abilities in vibrant turn-based battles. Each commanding officer is now
turn-based
voiced,
is-
bringing even more charm to these characters.
You're gonna get hurt.
I see right through your plans.
Another full campaign awaits in Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. More commanding officers and more diverse terrain can be leveraged for additional tactical opportunities, like blasting through pipelines to cross into enemy territory. In both campaigns, you can fast forward gameplay and reset your turns for a smoother tactical experience. Flex your strategic muscles outside of both campaigns with additional modes. Go for high scores in the War Room. Create and share custom maps in the Design Room. Or battle friends and frenemies in local and online multiplayer.
Nice.
Advance
Are you
Wars
advanced
1+2
enough to fight me
Reboot
in
Camp
war there,
launches
9-ball?
onto the Nintendo Switch system
If
April
I get
8th.
my
get a
Switch,
Switch?
yeah.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop.
Available April 8th. That's right around the corner.
Explore an infinite universe.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Coming to Switch.
In No Man's Sky,
Not surprising.
every star is the light of a distant sun.
I really need to get back into
Each
that game,
orbited
but
by
I'd rather get
planets
on
teeming with
Steam right
life.
now.
Travel to planets of your choosing in this infinite,
Yeah,
procedurally
I'm
generated
feeling that
universe. Here, you'll discover extraordinary lands and creatures that have never been seen before and may never be seen again. To survive, you must craft your own tools and even your own place to live.
I hope they fix
In
the
this
underwater
living and
crafting.
breathing
'Cause I tried
universe,
doing that, and that
Trade
failed
convoys
epically.
travel between stars. Factions vie for territory. Pirates hunt unwary travelers. And the authorities are ever watchful.
Oh,
Your
he's got a
journey may be
fleet,
fraught
too.
with danger, and actions have consequences. Traitor, fighter, explorer. How will you live in this universe?
Oh, yeah, next now?
No Man's Sky lands on Nintendo Switch this summer.
Basically, in its current state, it's definitely it'll be great on there.
Oh. Super Strikers. Oh, snap. Super Strikers 2?
I'm all for this.
Oh,
I'm
I
all
am
for
too.
this.
It was one of the only sports games I could stand just because of how funny it was. Donkey Kong.
It has its own abilities.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had
let's-
that inside. Yeah, they had that inside
Yeah.
Super Strikers, the first one.
And Super Strikers, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was
they had
fun.
power shots. Just power shots. Yeah.
Mario Strikers Battle League.
Oh yeah.
Prepare
Okay,
for
I can
Strike,
definitely get
a
behind that.
5-on-5 sport like soccer that's way heavy on
Oh, that
offense.
looks cool.
Aim for goals by
Oh, it was
dribbling
awesome.
against
It was awesome back in the
and
day.
scores by using
Dude,
tackles.
I still got it for GameCube.
items.
Yeah, this is how soccer should be played. This is what FIFA's missing.
This is like that movie Shaolin Soccer.
Is to rule
Yeah.
the
Remember that movie?
Yeah, that's what this is like.
your opponents.
So, like,
There are two things to keep in mind that'll help you with your
That was
strategy.
hilarious, especially at the end. They
First,
do like
the
something
gear you
in
equip.
the soccer
It
ball.
changes not only your appearance, but also your stats like speed, strength, and pass
okay, that's
accuracy.
new.
Customize
Yeah, it is
as
new,
you
yeah.
see fit.
Those are new.
Second,
Hopefully it's not
the
pay to play. It's like you
Hyper
earn by
to
by playing the
activate this
game, you
shot,
know?
grab an orb when it appears on the field, and charge it while your opponents are distracted. Hit the net, and you'll score not one, but 2 goals. Up to 8 players,
Interesting.
4 players on each team can compete against each other on one
8
Nintendo
players.
Switch system.
Oh,
what
man.
system?
In addition to individual matches, online play will have an online club mode. Join an in-game club and compete for
Who's
placement in the
catching up to
rankings.
the history now?
Up to
You go,
20 players can
Nintendo.
join a club. So create your
Well,
own and
finally
invite
figured
friends
out
and
the
family to play
internet
alongside
exists.
you.
It's not
Or
club
join an
anymore.
existing one owned by other players.
Now we just gotta get their
Try
online
to
chat to
become the
work.
world's
Yeah,
top
one
club
step at a time.
with items.
I got some steps going. Oh, I cannot wait for this.
And
Oh, me and my bro
Strikes.
played the mess out of
Anything
Stick
goes
Oh my
on
god,
this
might just get a Switch. Like, it's really makes me
Mario
want to get a Switch.
Strikers.
Oh, I want to get
June
the
10th.
Mario
Nintendo
Super Bowl.
Switch, June 10th.
Oh man.
Pre-orders begin today
Ugh.
on Nintendo
Ooh, I wonder if
eShop.
actually now that I'm thinking about it, just as a side thing, I wonder if they're gonna show us
The
some
latest
Breaking
iteration of the
Dawn.
Mario Strikers series is coming to Nintendo Switch. We hope you're excited for this anything goes
Breaking Dawn,
battle
right?
soccer game. Next, please take a look at this.
That's your belly.
Daybreak. Sorry, Daybreak. Wow, I'm failing. Ugh. Splatoon 3. Okay. Special Ops Splatoon. Oh snap! What do we got here? I need to get the first. I think the second Splatoon is the one that gives you the. It gives you the story mode. Almost like they're doing a defense, tower defense mission.
Oh,
Oh.
it's like forward mode. We got like,
Yeah, like you have to survive waves of these missions. You have to get like their eggs out there somewhere. Oh, to the egg basket. Oh, kind of like maybe Deep Rock. We're harvesting stuff. Splatoon 3 Salmon Run. Next wave. Interesting.
That was the
DLC
trailer
add-on?
for the co-op mode in the Splatoon 3 game. The next wave of Salmon Run. A giant salmonid, one that's never been seen before, was also spotted at the end of the trailer. Will the Inklings and Octolings ink or swim. Splatoon 3 will launch this summer. We hope you'll look forward to future updates.
Interesting. Co-op mode for it. I like that.
Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
I need to get Splatoon 2 now, just so I can play the first mode. Story mode.
Fonzers at the ready.
Monsters.
Ah,
This must be a new IP.
yeah, I've never seen this. Looks interesting, especially come from Nintendo.
Oh,
Is it Hawken?
Wait. I was gonna say Hawken or
A full remake of the first Front Mission game is
Front
storming
Mission?
onto Nintendo Switch.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In this tactical RPG, you'll pilot weaponized machines called Vanzers and lead your battalion to
I was
victory.
like, that. Wait a minute. Vaughn just sounds familiar. Like, no, that's Front Missions.
Gain
why I
the
like
upper hand in
Battletech,
battle
though.
by aiming for enemy parts to destroy.
It's
What
almost
did I
like
miss?
Battletech. Splatoon
Mix and match
3.
various weapons and parts to customize your
Salmon
Vanzer.
Run next wave is like a co-op mode capabilities in the next set in the Splatoon game.
Uncover the great
This
storyline.
is
of
a
this
remake
classic
of
when
Front
Mission
Mission.
1
This is the
remake
first
launches
Front
on Nintendo
Mission.
Switch this summer. And in the future, the sequel, Front Mission 2 Remake, will also launch on Nintendo Switch.
So apparently they've got
Get
the Front
set
Mission.
for a
stuff.
high-octane Disney and Pixar combat racer. From
Really?
the creators
So
of
they
the
can say-
Asphalt
on
series
here.
comes rip-roaring racing
I mean, it makes
action
sense being
across
on here,
Disney
but it's
and
like
Pixar-inspired
they're not
race
doing
tracks. Race as a
Mario
legendary
Kart.
roster
Mario
of
Kart,
characters
so now
on
they're just trying to
high-speed
get everyone
circuits,
in.
using each
Which makes
one's
sense, I
special
guess, because, like,
abilities
you
to
know,
battle for
after
victory across
only
the
X
finish
amount of
line.
people, kids are
Choose
nowadays
Mickey
know
Mouse for symphonic speed,
most
Sully for monstrous power, or Mulan
of
for
the Mario
explosive
group. So
maneuvers.
it's like, you know, they're going to
Each
include
racer also
everyone.
possesses powerful
'Cause,
ultimate skills, perfect for turning the tables at the last second.
You know, a lot of kids know.
Disney
a lot of
Speedstorm is a
nowadays know
free-to-play
more of the,
game
Disney
with new
characters
seasons
and
added regularly,
free-to-play.
bringing
Ooh.
more exciting Disney and Pixar characters, circuits, karts, and more. Plus, enjoy
I don't know why I'm
cross-platform
getting burnt
play
out.
as well as split-screen and online multiplayer modes. Disney Speedstorm races onto Nintendo Switch this summer. Dive into these classic franchises on Nintendo Switch. Unleash the power of the Force in this classic
Wars.
Star Wars action-adventure. As Darth
Republic.
Vader's secret apprentice, you'll use devastating
Wow, they're
force
going back
powers
to that
and
game.
lightsaber combos
Oh, that's
as
the,
you hunt down Jedi Masters
Dark-
on iconic
yeah.
planets. Upgrade
The
abilities
Apprentice,
like Force
or
Grip
it's-
and
it's
Force
the one with the
Repulse,
Star Wars,
then combine
Dark
them for even
Apprentice,
more
something.
destructive combos.
forgot the name.
Use
I know the
button
game.
controls or opt for motion
Yeah, I remember
controls
that.
Even if
enhanced
this
from the
played
original
it, I
Wii
didn't
version.
play it.
You can also duel locally with a friend to determine who is the galaxy's most powerful Jedi. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed launches
Yeah,
on
The Force
Nintendo
Unleashed.
Switch April 20th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. The complete saga of legendary
Assassin's
assassin
Creed.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze awaits in 3 critically acclaimed Assassin's Creed games. Explore Renaissance Italy and 16th century Constantinople. Interact with historical figures and discover secrets of the Creed across 3 games, 2 bonus short films, and DLC. Plus, take advantage of enhanced features for the Nintendo Switch system on the go, including touchscreen controls, HD Rumble, and optimized on-screen display. Assassin's Creed: The Ezio Collection launches on Nintendo Switch February 17th. Pilot mobile suits in dynamic action RPG battles. Strange
Gundam.
incidents called breaks are
Okay.
occurring across the Gundam universe. Find out what's causing them and restore the proper timeline. You'll lead 3 mobile suits in battle. Enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. You can
What is
also
going
battle
on? I'm hearing
alongside
that,
friends
like
in
a-
online co-op multiplayer.
Are you hearing
SD
that?
Gundam Battle
Yeah, it's only
Alliance
interference
launches
on our
on Nintendo
Discord. I
Switch
checked the
this year.
stream's fine.
2 Worlds Cross in the triumphant return of this RPG classic. A remaster of the acclaimed
Chrono
RPG
Cross.
Chrono Cross is coming to
Really?
the Nintendo Switch system. One
Ooh.
fateful day, the protagonist Surge wanders into an alternate world.
Yeah.
Though it somewhat resembles his home world, he finds that he no longer exists here.
I remember
How did
Harley.
this happen? What is this mysterious another world? Travel
Link,
back and forth
dude.
between both worlds to unravel
forgot
the
about
story. Over 40 characters can join your party. Depending
Depends
on
on
the
what
choices
decisions
you
you
make,
make.
the allies who accompany you and the endings that trigger will differ. A number of improvements have been made to this remaster, like the ability to turn off enemy encounters and a newly enhanced soundtrack.
Interesting.
Plus, Radical
Yeah, you didn't know that
Dreamers,
you can make
originally
your,
released on the Satellaview, is included.
Your
Experience
allies you
the
get
origins
depends
of
on your
Chrono
choices.
Cross in this
No.
text-based
Well,
version.
I didn't know that, but yeah,
Chrono
I was about to say
Cross,
that
the
part.
Radical Dreamers Edition dashes
That's
and
part of any
slashes
RPG,
its
is
way onto
encountering
Nintendo
monsters,
Switch
you know?
April 7th.
Yeah.
Pre-orders begin today.
So it's kind of a
on
weird
Nintendo
choice that they
eShop.
had that, but I guess if you're at like towards the end game or just want to get to the next part without being stopped, then yeah.
Oh yeah, most of the new ones you can turn off random encounter. Kirby! Eat them, Kirby!
This is the Forgotten Lands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was funny.
It's Kirby's
Oh, I love
latest
Kirby.
unforgettable 3D
Oh man, I
platforming
remember
adventure,
Kirby. What was it, the Dream
and the
Ryan
Forgotten Land.
saga?
It all
God,
takes place in a
Kirby.
mysterious
so-
world with an
I don't know if you would
unusual
say
mix of nature
Unforgettable is
and
the game
civilization.
to describe this one when
To
the title of
rescue
it is the
kidnapped
Forgotten
Waddle Dees,
Lands.
Kirby sets off on a new adventure.
That's literally what it says. It said the most unforgettable journey. Kirby, the Forgotten Lands.
Introducing
Like what?
Mouthful Mode.
Oh my
Hail a
god.
car to zoom around.
Oh, that is.
A vending machine to attack with juice cans.
What?
Or
Kirby's-
become a piercing cone.
A piercing cone.
With Mouthful
Leave it
Mode,
alone,
new
it's
actions
Kirby,
will be
okay?
available for
Don't think
Kirby
about it.
depending on the
Kir-
object he inhales.
Kirby's evolving
Think about
to be
it.
able to take anything in real life.
Enjoy exploring with new moves
Oh
different from copy abilities. Kirby can even weaponize a mouthful of water, like this. As Kirby rescues Waddle Dees, Waddle Dee Town will continue to grow, and more resources will become available. At Waddle Dee's weapon shop, familiar copy abilities can be evolved. Evolve copy abilities to expand Kirby's range of attacks.
Chakras.
They'll also change Kirby's appearance and make him even more powerful. Some copy abilities may have stronger evolved forms. A new adventure awaits our pink puffball. Who are the Beast Pack? What are these enemies trying to do? Can Kirby restore peace to this world? Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches
Kirby.
on the Nintendo Switch system March 25th. Pre-orders are available now on
It'll be a
Nintendo
mouthful, but he
eShop.
can do it.
That was Kirby and the Forgotten Land, launching later
Oh
next
my
month.
gosh, Kirby.
Please look forward to its release. Let's take a look at some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Sunbreak. Wow, I am failing on what this upgrade for Monster
任天堂
Hunter
ディレクトを
expansion
ご覧の
is
皆
gonna
さん、こんにちは。バッターの大谷翔平です。
MLB The Show.
ピッチャーの大谷翔平です。任天堂スイッチ上で今回初めて MLB ダショー22が楽しめるようになりました。それではこちらをご覧ください。
That's right, Otani-san. MLB The Show is coming to Nintendo Switch. That means you can play modes like Road to the Show and Diamond Dynasty on your Nintendo Switch. But that's not all. You can even play Exhibition with a single Joy-Con controller. With cross progression, you can also earn and use content on any platform where MLB The Show 22 is available. And take your progress on the go with you on Nintendo Switch. Have friends that play MLB The Show 22 online matches on other consoles? No need to worry. You can invite them and play online.
Okay.
I knew you were a true two-way player, but this is ridiculous. Sheesh.
You're gonna have your hands full of games with these collections. 3 Kingdom Hearts collections are almost here. From Kingdom Hearts to Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Remind DLC, every entry is coming to Nintendo Switch as cloud versions that can be played while connected to the internet.
I mean, I know people did like
Relive
ending
or
and all,
get to know these heart-filled adventures alongside Sora, Donald, Goofy.
It's just I've never played really the
first
franchise.
time
I
in
have the
TV,
franchise, but I've never
tabletop,
played them
or
yet. I
handheld
need to
mode.
start playing them.
Kingdom Hearts Integral
it'll take you a
Masterpiece
while.
for Cloud, containing all 3 game
That's
collections, soars onto Nintendo Switch tomorrow. Each collection's cloud version will also be individually available on Nintendo eShop.
What do you mean by cloud version? You have to be
Klonoa
online?
is coming to
boy.
Nintendo Switch. Across dreamy
Klonoa.
side-scrolling levels, you'll
Never heard of
run,
this one.
jump,
Yeah.
and hover, while firing wind bullets to grab and throw enemies. Use each level's surroundings to your advantage. Also, Klonoa 2 is included. Take on these great adventures when Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series
So they're
launches on
releasing
Nintendo
live
Switch
collectible
July 8th. We're so
seen the
glad
newer
you're
IP.
here.
Oh, Portal!
Oh man,
Come
Portal?
here often. Either way, you're in for a puzzling treat.
Oh my god, it's one of my favorite
In
games
these
of all time.
award-winning games, the Portal Gun
Portal
is
is
your
such a
key to
good
surviving imprisonment in a mysterious lab. Create portals and warp to other areas to find cake? Still unconfirmed. You can pass through portals, and so can cubes, lasers, and robots with unnerving levels of personality. The sequel adds in local, online, and split-screen multiplayer modes, and that part's
Yeah.
no lie. Neither is the sentient robot monitoring your every move when Portal Companion Collection warps onto Nintendo Switch this year.
That's such a
A
good
classic
vibe.
comes alive.
D&D.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, no, it's not. Oh, is this Legend of the Dragoon? No.
No, definitely not.
I thought at first it was.
I would have been very happy if it was.
Legend is alive. No.
Live Alive.
I don't know. Never played this game.
Yeah, same here.
Old pixel game.
Previously unreleased outside of Japan, the RPG Live Alive makes its overseas
Oh,
debut,
Live Alive.
now in HD 2D. Multiple stories featuring different protagonists
Never
and
released
time
outside
periods
Japan,
await.
huh?
The order in which you tackle them is up to you. Prehistory.
Ooh, that sounds
a
interesting.
dragon comes of age in a world without words. The Wild West. A wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. Imperial China. A kung fu master searches for a worthy successor. Twilight of Edo, Japan. A shinobi undertakes an important secret mission. Present day, a martial artist strives to become the strongest there ever was. The near future, a youth with psychic powers takes a stand against evil. The distant future, a newly built robot is swept up in a tragedy in space. What other stories are on the horizon?
You will repay my loyalty in death!
Live Alive launches on Nintendo Switch
What is
July
the
22nd.
plan?
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
How was that? Next up is this.
Mario Golf. No, that's not Mario Golf.
Tennis.
It's
Mario
a new
Tennis.
iteration of the
Nope.
Wii Sports series.
I was about to say, I heard
Nintendo
that we're
Switch Sports.
Yeah, I heard
Please
take
take a
like
look.
it wasn't a golf thing. It was more of a tennis thing.
Here are the sports
So,
included in the Nintendo Switch sports game. You might recognize these 3 from past Wii sports games. Tennis. Rally by gently swinging the Joy-Con controller at the right time. Bowling. Roll the ball straight ahead or give it a little curve.
This one might be one that I might actually pick up.
And Chambara. Knock your opponent off the platform while attacking
I mean,
and
if I got
defending.
friends to play it with, yeah.
I mean, I got my wife.
Plus 3 additional sports.
But yeah, no.
games.
Also, like if we played together.
Wow.
Use a gigantic
I
ball to
mean,
make dynamic
I
plays.
understand, but wow.
Enjoy matches with Joy-Con controllers to shoot
This
and
will be
perform
fun.
diving headers. By attaching a Joy-Con controller to the leg strap accessory included with the physical version of the game, you can play shootout mode with intuitive kicking motions. Badminton. Control your shots left and right while keeping the shuttlecock in the air. Unleash powerful smash shots to gain the upper hand. Finally, volleyball. Use a Joy-Con controller to serve, bump, set, and spike the ball. The game supports local play with family and friends on one Nintendo Switch system, as well as online play across all sports.
Okay, getting that
Play
online
against
play
friends
going.
online.
I could definitely probably
or
do some bowling.
Opt for random
definitely.
matchmaking. The more you win, the tougher the players you'll face. Try taking on this challenge.
How was that? Since I'm already here, I'd like to show you some gameplay of one of the newly added sports, volleyball.
Mr. Takahashi! Oh, hello there, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi from Nintendo.
Wow, Mr. Koizumi, I can see you're ready to play. All right, I'll play some volleyball online together with Mr. Koizumi. Do you have your wrist strap
No,
ready?
Nightball disappeared.
Yes, of course.
Nope, he's back. Now he's
I've
disappearing
got
again.
plenty of space around me as well.
What they say
All
with the
right,
VR
let's
headsets, guys.
We'll be including some live
Has
commentary
space around
throughout
because
our
if not,
All right,
then
sorry about
lots of
that.
family member.
There we go.
Reminds me of that episode of Big Bang
we're doing
where
this?
Sheldon
Volleyball,
and
a newly added sport in
I can't
Nintendo
remember
Switch
his name. We're
sports.
doing like archery
What can we
for the
expect
Wii
today
Sports.
from the Takahashi Koizumi team? It's Koizumi to serve, with Takahashi up front. We begin with
Sure.
Koizumi serving. How will the opposing team react? Takahashi makes the block. Another one's coming. Koizumi saves it. A setup in the air, and here comes the spike. The other team saves it and fights back. And they score. Takahashi didn't quite get it in time. All right, well, it's okay. It's okay. The game's not over. Now the other team serves.
I wonder if you
Koizumi
can play
receives it.
against like.
Takahashi sets it up.
I'm pretty sure you can
Koizumi
actually. Now that I'm
spikes,
thinking about
but
it.
it
You can
goes
play
right toward the
against
opponent. Here's another attack.
local players.
Now's their
teams.
chance.
Yeah,
I wonder if
Get
you-
the ball. And with
Wondering
the
how
setup
the
from
group
Koizumi,
setup works, though.
Takahashi scores.
And then the big thing for me though
They
still
got a
is
point with that fierce
chat.
spike.
Yeah,
'Cause
I agree.
Let's stop
Unfortunately,
our match
like
here.
I play Monster Hunter
After all, we
Rise,
were in
and
the middle of a
there's no
presentation.
chat
All right,
at all.
I'll be leaving
so,
That was an
So I don't know what
introduction
they're
to
gonna do
Nintendo
for-
Switch Sports.
for voice chats or anything, if they're even
The
going to
game
have
launches
it.
April 29th.
Hopefully they do, but
We're planning a free update in the summer that allows you to play soccer matches with a
no,
Joy-Con
Malka,
controller
you got the
and a leg strap
AirPods.
accessory.
Can you link
You
those
can
to your
use the
Switch?
accessory to play
I
shootout
can.
mode at launch. In addition,
Yeah, as long as it has a Bluetooth
we're also planning a
accessory
second
to
free
it,
update
these can
this
still
fall that
work
lets you
just like
enjoy
normal
golf.
Bluetooth devices.
That is a good question. I don't know if I can link this up. I ever get it. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, that was something I had to look up
And now,
first
a
before I
request to
bought the AirPods and
to
stuff
help
because these are
ensure that you
technically
can all
iPhone
enjoy playing
AirPods.
online, we'll be having an online playtest before the game launches to evaluate various technical aspects.
Does that include having a
We'd
chat?
definitely like to ask for your help with this.
Yeah, if you need
The
help,
online
please
playtest will
contact
only
them
be
at
available for
AOL.
players with an active Nintendo Switch online membership on the dates shown on screen. For those of you interested,
at
please visit the official
AOL.com.
Nintendo website for more details. Thank you.
Can I turn my background off? It's causing
That's
all
all I
kinds of
have for
problems.
now about Nintendo Switch Sports.
Mine's not.
I hope you're looking forward to this game. Let's see a few more Nintendo
No
Switch
one needs to see
heavyweights.
my chaotic life.
Get those taiko drumming skills ready.
Ooh, I might be interested in this because I
The
did
latest
Taiko.
Taiko no Tatsujin
when I was in
game
college.
is coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
I
Set in
never played
Omiko
those.
City, the sacred town for
I never
taiko
played the
drums.
games, but I
You'll
actually
strive
did
to
taiko
become a
drumming, like
taiko
live
master,
actual taiko
along
drumming
with
in college.
brand new character Kumo-kyun. Drum to dozens of boppin' beats, including Megalovania,
Oh my
Gurenge,
God,
Feel
like
Special,
drugs.
and Racing into the Night. And that's not all. An
Oh,
orchestral
dog.
version of the main theme from The Legend of Zelda is included. That's 76 songs total. Plus, take advantage of a practice mode to replay sections of songs as many times as you'd like. New modes
I'm
have
just
also
curious
been
of how
added
this
for
is
everyone
gonna
to
work with
enjoy.
the
Put on a
controllers.
live
Or is
concert
it
with
just
up
gonna be
to
a
4
button?
players in Donchen Band.
I mean, this is like
Or face
Guitar
off
Hero.
against each other in
A
Great
rock
Drum
band.
Toy War.
Well, it is, but like, I'm wondering, is this button based or is this
Drum
actually
to
like
your heart's
moving the
content.
controllers?
I don't know.
Because normally this game, if I remember right,
Rhythm
came
Festival
out as
launches
an
on
actual
Nintendo
like
Switch this
arcade
year.
game where you actually had
Plus,
like a drum
paid
controller
in-game
can
subscription
that you
service
would
that
play
gives
on,
you
and you have
access
to hit
to over
certain areas
500
for it.
songs will be available at
So I'm
launch.
wondering how that's going to work with a Wii controller. Is it going to be button based or is it going to be actual like?
What's new with these Nintendo
Joy-Con to
Switch
it, you know?
games?
That's what's going to kind of make a break.
The
for me.
brand new tactical RPG game Triangle Strategy is almost here.
Ooh.
The
Triangle
protagonist
Strategy.
is Sarah Noah. And
That
is
reminds me a lot of Final
involved
Fantasy
in
Tactics.
conflict among 3 nations.
Didn't Silent have
Your
that?
choices
Yeah, it's
and
Triangle
conviction
Strategy.
will determine their fate.
As Lord of House Wolford, I solemnly swear an oath by which all future lords
It's,
shall
looks
live.
nice, I
will
do like
never
these.
turn my
It's
back.
turn-based
I love
chess
Conan
for a
board.
better world.
Yeah, the
A new
setup,
demo puzzle
how
to the
it
end
looks
of
like right now
Chapter
looks
3
very
will be
much like
available on
Final
Nintendo
Fantasy
eShop
Tactics
later
back
today.
in the day.
It's
Save
turn-based,
data from the demo can
chessboard,
be
which
transferred
like,
to the full game once
Pokemon
purchased.
Wars and
I think Valkyrie's like that too.
More Cuphead action awaits in the paid DLC
Valkyrie Chronicles?
Cuphead, the delicious last
You
course.
said what?
Here,
Did you say
you'll
Valkyrie or
explore
Valkyrie
a brand
Chronicles?
new Inkwell
Chronicles.
Isle. Defeat
no,
a bevy
Chronicles
of new
doesn't do
bosses with wild personalities and even wilder attacks. The
Chronicles
clever
has like
Miss
more
Chalice
like you
is
can
a
actually
new
move
playable
them to
character.
areas and
Take
spots.
down fearsome foes with her double
but,
jumps, rolling
the
dodges,
Zon
and
VR
more.
game,
Cuphead, the delicious
for the
last course,
Vita,
wallops its way
it has
onto
it?
Nintendo Switch June 30th. A free update is coming to the Metroid Dread game.
Metroid Dread.
All it takes
An
is
update.
one hit. Even from this. Getting hit even once causes a game over in the brutal Dread Mode difficulty.
Oh.
Can you face this new challenge? And for players new to the Metroid series, take advantage of increased recovery with the newly added Rookie Mode difficulty. This free update launches later
Not the
today.
info I want on Metroid.
A second free update in April will add a boss rush mode, in which you'll battle bosses continuously, one at a time.
Very interesting.
Something's bound for Nintendo Switch.
Because they got old Switch controllers over there. I don't know what this is about. Not
Earthbound, a side scroller.
wouldn't surprise me.
It's no, it's a RPG. Kind of interesting, actually. Some of the mechanics in
Wait,
it.
is Earthbound? It's
No.
not. Is that Ness?
Yeah, that's where Ness comes from.
Okay.
Oh, it's not.
This is old Ness then.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that's what we grew up with, kids.
Yeah, this is in Nintendo's basement. Well, sir, we found these in the attic. Did we put those on Nintendo? Yeah, sure.
I mean, to be honest, after they did the Super Strikers and
Earthbound
Kirby and
Beginnings
all,
will
that
be
seems like
added
all
to
they're doing
Nintendo
is
Switch
like,
Online
they
later
dusted off
today.
their freaking old collection. Like, let's bring it back. I'm like, not that I'm not against it, but still.
Demon Slayer coming on over too. Did they already say that? Because I know that Demon
Yeah,
Slayer's
I've
coming to
seen
Switch.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Ooh, Zombie Army. I actually need to re-download that and play through it. That was actually kind of fun.
I like this little music right now.
Yep, there's Demon Slayer.
Such a beautiful game.
If you say so.
Yeah, I beat it. It was a lot of fun.
I know you did. I'm just saying.
Let's go, bro.
Lego Brawl, what? campus.
God, it's been forever since I've seen that game.
Is that a micromanagement sim? Campus
I can't remember. Oh, I'm thinking of the 2 Point Hospital
What did you
or
think?
something.
Here's some news
I
from
think it'd
Mario
be something
Kart
similar to
fans.
that, right? It's like a
Many of you
micromanagement
have been
system.
enjoying
Yeah,
Mario
it's a
Kart 8
micromanagement.
Deluxe game
Except
since
it's
its
like a
launch in
campus.
2017. So,
I
we've
haven't
been
played
working
2.0,
on
so I've seen
remastering
it.
select courses from across the Mario Kart series, and we'll be releasing them as paid
I'm watching
downloadable
for Rainbow
content.
go on sale.
Please take a look at this trailer.
Mario Kart, huh? So they are keeping it up. Didn't they make this an online play, like free to play or something?
Yeah.
Paid DLC courses will be coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
ALWT.
This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. You may recognize some courses from past Mario Kart games. 8 courses will be released at a time over 6 waves. That's 48 additional courses we plan on releasing by the end of 2023.
That's a lot.
Courses such as
Yeah, but
Coconut
you have
Mall,
to pay for them separately or just one big one.
Choco Mountain,
Does that mean? Probably
and
means
Tokyo
obviously
Blur
you can't play
will be
with someone
included in
who's
the
on
first
there.
wave. Of course, you can play these courses locally and online. The first wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
There you
Booster
go.
Course Pass
25
will
bucks.
launch March 18th.
For all
If
of
they
them.
put the good enough for that
Today
price, isn't
on
bad.
Nintendo eShop. You can
I
enjoy
guess.
this DLC at no additional cost with a Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership. Or purchase the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass on its own.
Okay, we're getting kind of confusing here.
They're trying to get people to get
How
the
was that?
expansion pass. And
I
not,
hope you're looking
not
forward
get it.
to the additional courses in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This next segment will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Breath of the Wild 2.
It's gotta be. Nope.
Fighting in order to live, and living to fight. That's the way of our world.
This is Xeno Saga?
This looks like it, yeah.
Xeno
Ionios.
Saga.
Tell me, what would possess you to side with them?
We're fighting because there are enemies to kill.
I refuse to believe you're him.
I knew it. I saw this coming.
You're not enemies now.
Fine for you, isn't it? All that time you've got.
You could try to move forwards again.
How can our lives be so snuffing little to you?
They're not your friends anymore. They're his feud.
Sword march. The land pierced by a great sword. It's the only way you're gonna defeat the real enemy.
Whatever life is lost, I won't let you shoulder it all alone. What good filling up these flickering clocks in our eyes? It'll never replace the friends we've lost. The flame clock, it has to go.
Ouroboros abhor this world. They must be erased without a trace.
F1! Woo!
Xenoblade 3. Nice.
I've been wanting to play though. I've never played a Xenoblade.
I haven't either. Need to. September.
Wow, that's kind of soon.
The story of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 ties together the futures of the worlds depicted in Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it will launch this September. I hope you'll look forward to
I
it.
need to play those first. Just so
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Interesting.
They had me in the first part, lost me halfway through, and then got me a little bit back at the end, and still disappointed.
Yeah.
It was roughly 40 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, right on the money.
40 minutes.
For being prompt.
So let me ask you guys this then. Is there any games? What are like the top 3, if you have 3 that stick out to you that interest you as far as getting? I know 9-Ball you still have to get a Switch, but pretending you have a Switch right now, are there any games that's on this list right now that had intrigued you or interest you? Either one of you.
Oh
guys.
heck yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to pick something different other than Chrono Cross. I already know I'm getting Chrono Cross. If I had a Switch, I'm gonna go Xenoblade because it's a game I've been hearing a lot about and I'm very interested in. The soccer game Strikers, it's really good. I feel like the sports games seem to be the best. Was like the highlight, and Kirby in the Forgotten Lands. I like that one a lot. Also, Triangle Strategy. I see why not Ohio, but Silent picked that one. I didn't really know what it was at first. I'm like, Triangle Strategy.
Yeah, it's like you have to look into it first. The title will throw you for a loop if you don't know.
Going ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say Mildewy. What about you?
Definitely Super Strikers. The Kirby Triangle Strategy looks very interesting. The Wii Sports probably was another one, and then Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm with 9-Ball. I've been hearing about it. Gotta play it, but just had the time to do it. So other than that, they brought a lot. And Advance Wars. Sorry, Advance Wars is up there. I've been waiting for that one to come back, especially that reboot. It looks really good. But other than that, they seem to be bringing, like we said in the stream, like they just seem to be dusting off stuff they found in their attic.
Yeah, I had a good feeling when how it started because I definitely want some Fire Emblem, especially in the Dynasty Warriors type of setting. I definitely and that was the first thing that they shown, so I thought that was really good, really cool. Strikers definitely intrigues me, but I'm curious as to how that will age with me in particular, and I say that as someone that loved Strikers back in the day. I also liked fighting games back in the day, and even though I can enjoy a good fighting game still, majority of the time I'm not feeding for a fighting game like I used to be back then. So I'm just kind of curious. Same thing for Twisted Metal and stuff like that. I'm just kind of curious of what effect Strikers is going to have on me and how much I would actually play it if I picked it up. So, but it's still on something that did interest me. Is again, it's still nostalgia. And then the sports games look like it's a lot of fun, especially if you have like people over, post COVID, all that good stuff.
Just online even online after COVID, it would work.
Yeah, definitely. But I think that those are probably the ones that have me like, okay, Nintendo got a little something here. I still think that the pacing of it, like, because I know that I'm not the strongest audience when it comes to Nintendo games. But I do still think that the pacing of this could have been a little different as far as like more of their banger types kind of sprinkled more throughout versus like there's only a couple. Like I think they started strong and they ended strong, which theoretically is what you want to do. But there's a few moments that was kind of lull as far as for me in between. There's stuff that's like, oh, that's kind of cool, but there's nothing that's like, oh my goodness, I'm getting that day one. Like there wasn't anything like that. But besides the potential of the first one with Fire Emblems and the last one with Xenoblade, which I've never played Xenoblade either. So if I wanted to jump inside this series, then I probably would have to go back to the first two, play those, and then get Xenoblade 3 when that comes out this September.
Yeah. Especially when they say ties together the whole story, you know.
Exactly.
Like, I gotta play more.
Yeah. Which is not a bad thing, because that is something that you want if you want to have longevity in a universe and stuff like that, like in a series. It's just now if you're trying to get in at that level, if you want to understand everything, you are going to have to go back to the first two. Now they're probably heavily discounted by now because they're probably old games. But again, it is Nintendo. They don't really discount their games, so it's very possible you're going to be dropping easily $180 for all three.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I think they might have actually relaunched them on the Switch. Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, it looks like they launched definitive editions of the Xenoblade on the Switch, so
And they're
you can play them.
each.
Oh.
And that's what I'm getting at. Is that like you could probably go in GameStop or maybe get a hard copy. But I know I would assume that most games bought on the Switch are digital copies.
Yeah, no, if you buy it on the Switch on the store, it's a digital copy.
Right.
But that's I had a question about that. Speaking of which, you're not talking about that. They talked about what game was that? Kingdom Hearts. You can't just put the game on your console.
So, here's the thing about that. There's actually a couple games. Control was the first game that they put on the Switch, but it wasn't. You can't just play. You just can't just download it. You have to actually stream it through the Switch. So I'm wondering if Kingdom Hearts or even any of the Assassin's Creed are going to work in the same fashion.
So from what I'm saying here, because I'm actually on the Nintendo Store, because first off, $60 for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, but you can probably go to GameStop or some third-party game store and get it for cheaper if you find the disc version if they launched it.
Right.
I think you could probably get it on like Game Fanatic or something. Get the digital version.
I think I saw Amazon might have had it for like $44, but don't know what condition that's in. So, but like say here, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 mix. It says cloud version. So
it's probably very similar to how it is for Control, to where you're streaming it versus actually downloading it.
You're gonna be streaming. Yeah, cloud version is basically streaming it.
Yeah, game file size is only 54 megabytes. There, Nightball.
Yeah, that's definitely stream version.
Yeah.
Yep. Which sucks.
Yeah. So
no offense to Nintendo, no offense to like cloud and all, but new tech still needs a lot of work. And
the biggest problem with that is
capability.
There's another problem too that somebody was hitting on with, like when they talk about Stadia and all those. USA in particular, we have very varying levels of internet. It's not like most countries have like more stable styles of internet. Ours is very versatile, so it means somebody might have pretty good download and upload speeds, while the next person upload speed, they may have real good download speed, but their upload speed would suck.
Well, and while the third person just has a hamster that's making that's trying to go through and make everything work.
They got a 55-year-old hamster and a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I use gerbils, thank you.
Come on, one more time, one more revolution. Come on, buddy.
I've almost got the first boss beat.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
Yeah. No, back to the direct itself. There wasn't really a whole lot that stuck out to me, but there was more that intrigued me this go around than other Nintendo Directs have in the past. And I do have my eye on Fire Emblem, and I'm curious to see how they're going to do that multiplayer, because the multiplayer for Hyrule Warriors is utter garbage. Like the concept of it is 2-player. That's fine. Most Dynasty Warriors are like that. The problem is that there is no online support for Hyrule Warriors. You can only do multiplayer couch sitting.
Okay, so you got to remember, Nintendo still is on dial-up.
Yeah, I understand that, but
Roadrunner.
That's what made me realize. That's what made me realize. I was just like, snap, man. They really just don't get it when it comes down to trying to play with your friends. Because
the fact that a lot of these games that just announced were like had co-op capability, online multiplayer capability, and all. They're like, yes, we got online capabilities coming. I'm like, did you fix your other problems with the online multiplayer capabilities?
Oh, they were talking about that. Yeah, that Nintendo. What is their equivalent of like PlayStation Plus and Xbox Go? What was their equivalent? Nintendo Direct, I think, or something. Nintendo All Access or something.
It was that All Access Pass. They had mentioned it because that's actually what they were throwing the Mario Kart DLCs into. Is they were throwing them into that All Access Pass. That way, they could get the I guess people to
the
buy
levels
it
for
again.
the
Yeah,
they could get
they get those
levels
48 levels in there,
included
you
with the
know.
subscription.
Yeah, you can get in there, but or you can buy them separately. But they're trying to do it to where they can get people just to try and buy the pass, even though they failed with it. So
They tried.
they're trying.
They're trying so hard.
But yeah,
you got to give them points for trying.
I mean, I give them an A for effort and a D for execution.
Yeah, I mean that just tells us that we're just not the audience for what Nintendo's doing with their subscription services.
A lot of it seems
That's
like
all it
more or
is.
less what they're doing is like you have to be like in person with the people, you know.
And again, I don't mind
Connect
like I actually like the couch sitting feature. Like I wish that more games would do that, but don't take away the online aspect of it, especially when in the midst of COVID. Now, granted, I know Hyrule Warriors came out before COVID. At least I believe it did. But even so,
It did.
like, okay, yeah, I was about to say, yeah. But even so, the online features of that should be very easy to do. And it's only 2 players. It's not like it's gonna be a massive multiplayer experience. It's literally just you and a buddy in the same world. Like, I don't understand why they just couldn't have that support on Hyrule Warriors. Like, me and Gravity were trying to play like that previously because I was actually getting into it. I was like, oh, okay, I don't know why I haven't jumped on this in a while. I haven't played Dynasty Warriors in a while. And I was like, I wanted to jump into this. And then all of a sudden, he's like, yeah, no, we have to be together. I was like, wait, what? Like, that makes no sense. So with that, I uninstalled it. I liked the game, and I ended up uninstalling it. I was just like, I can't, like, I don't have time for this. So, but yeah, so there you guys have it. I do want to kind of go around around the table, and if you guys had to rate this particular direct on a 10-point scale, starting with you, Dewey, what would you give it?
Hello.
I'd say 6.5, just because they did have some good content. They're very on point. They didn't kind of strut around. They kind of had a good flow, even though they did kind of had like that odd section in the middle where they're just like, oh, just a bunch of our old classical games. It's just like, okay, cool, but it wasn't too bad. So I'm not going to completely flunk them, but I'd say 6.5.
9-ball.
7.5. I didn't like a lot of the games, but I have to give them credit where credit's due. This seemed to be a focused thing to where we're going to focus on this content. This content's coming out mainly first half. From there to June, we threw in a couple games that were late, but it was more, I would say, more condensed, on point, and was easier to process for me than some other things that's been there talking. Like, let's say, for example, a game company may be talking about trebuchets for about half an hour or something like that.
And
you
it
know,
still did good. Those trebuchets sold it, man. They reached people that you wouldn't have reached before.
But yeah, I think it did for me. It did pretty well at what it was supposed to do.
So my score on this one is a 7. So we got a 6.5, 7, and a 7.5. I just did the math, and so the overall ALWT gaming review for this would be a 7 overall. I thought it was fine. Didn't think it was anything spectacular. Didn't think it was anything terrible either. I think it was just fine. So I think a 7 is a fair score for that. Yeah, just didn't move the needle on a lot of games, but there are some games that did interest me as far as, again, Fire Emblem, Chrono Cross, which I've never played, but kind of seeing how it was set up, and also hearing that there are decisions that you can make that can change an outcome. I like games like that. Dragon Age, for example.
Oh God, I played the mess out of Chrono Cross.
Yeah, and with that, because I never really truly knew what Chrono Cross was. I always saw the title. I've always seen the cover of it, but I never bothered to give it the light of day. But I did like that kind of was reintroduced, and it's a remaster on top of that. So hopefully the graphics will be better. Maybe I'm not sure if it has voice acting in it. It's probably gonna be a lot of reading.
The original did not have voice acting. I'm pretty sure on that one it did not have voice acting.
So more than likely the remaster is not going to have voice acting either. It's just going to look prettier, maybe run faster. There's a couple things like even Triangle Strategy looked a little intriguing to a degree because it did remind me a lot of Final Fantasy Tactics, which is also something that I haven't fully dove into. Like I never really dived heavy into Final Fantasy Tactics, but I definitely watched a buddy of mine play a couple levels of it, and I was just like, if I ever get some time to play this, or if I ever pick this game up, I would definitely like to see where this game is going because I know Tactics is a very beloved franchise too as well. So just a couple like little like, oh, that looks a little interesting to me, but outside of that, nothing too crazy. Highlights again for me were the ones that were Fire Emblem, Mario Strikers, and stuff like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our reaction for our Nintendo Direct for February 2022. Tomorrow tomorrow at 8 p.m. So it's not going to be early this time. It's going to be tomorrow at 8 p.m. is going to be our Sin segment as we go through Remnant from the Ashes. Trying to push a little further in that. And then we got nothing until Sunday, which is Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm hoping my Bengals can come out on top. So that way you guys don't have to hear me cry next Tuesday, which is All Things Gaming, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So either expect joys and jubilations or you to call off work for the next couple of days.
Yeah. just in the fetal position in the corner somewhere.
Just underneath his desk, like right when his gaming stations is just curled up there, just in a Bengals, blanket, just rocking back forth. It didn't happen. It didn't happen.
They tried their best.
Well, to me personally, win, lose, or draw, I think the Bengals did excellent. I mean,
yeah, most certainly.
No, the fact that they got to that point is fantastic. Most people have been giving them harps and all. They're just like, no, it's like
they said it could be like a 4-12.
We're still getting heart because now it's just like, the NFL want the Bengals to win. When does the NFL ever want the Bengals to win?
Yeah, I heard that crap in my job.
I'm like, how many years have they had problems?
Yeah, but it's not just that. It's because of who we have, Joe Burrow. Everyone's just like, oh, this is going to be the next Tom Brady and stuff. So now that they're thinking that the NFL is trying to hand them the games or try to get them create the next Tom Brady. Now that Tom Brady had officially retired,
I've heard.
You don't want another Tom Brady.
Yeah, they're talking about skill set, but NFL that's NFL's poster child for Tom Brady.
That's just salty fans from other ones. Because to be honest, when their team was winning, like these people I was talking to, when their teams were winning, they wasn't saying their teams were cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, yeah, the Browns. This dude I was talking like, yeah, the Browns. When the Browns were winning, they wasn't cheating.
Yeah.
When Cowboys are winning, they wasn't cheating. So I don't know.
It's literally just because of the quarterback that we got, and now that we're actually made it to the Super Bowl, now there's going to be a lot of controversy concerning it, and they're going to be like, oh, the NFL's just trying to get the Bengals to win all the time now and everything like that. We just have a good quarterback. Just let us have it. I don't understand why. Like I don't get it. I just don't get it. So
the salt is real.
Yeah. But that is it. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we go through our Remnant from the Ashes. Get a little further in that. Until next time, everybody. Control. Alt.
Complete.
Peace, love, and hair grease.